What is good, child? I'm glad I had my alarm on. Because, bitch, I was asleep. Okay, I took me a nasty piece of nap earlier this afternoon. I want to say like around like 5:30. I showered and all of that, laid down, got took a shower. Something just told me, set your alarm for 7:30, girl. So that's exactly what I did. I set my alarm for 7:30. I shut my eyes. Guess what woke me up? That damn alarm. Because if it wasn't for that alarm, oh baby, y'all wouldn't have seen me tonight. Cause I was in Lullaby land, heavy, okay, heavy. But things I do for y'all. First and foremost, I just told y'all what I did for y'all, but I'm still sitting on 54 funky ass lights, and it's 128 people in here. Hey Trinity, no, I'm not Catherine. I got Benadryls. No, ma'am. Get my lights up. Period. Like, get my lights up. Y'all know the rules and the regulations. Y'all crazy? Listen, Nell got on my nerves. Tisha got on my nerve. Yeah, Tisha, you did get on my nerve. Ken got on my nerve. Trish got on my nerve. Leisure Suit always on my nerve. His mammy was on my nerve. Her cock eyes were on my nerve. Like everything was on my nerve. Okay, now I'm sorry, Miss Wanda, but yeah, your daughter got on my nerve. All right. At the end of this shit, she crawled on my nerve. Period. Um, what's good, y'all? Pros, his cockeyed ass mammy finna him my mouth. Do you understand, pros? Oh, she finna him my mouth. Now I understand y'all like Marlboro smoking, Modelo drinking ass Merlene. I understand y'all want to live for Mammy Merlene. That's fine. I'ma reach for her neck down to this damn lab though. I just want you to know that, pros. You can love her all you want to. I'm fine with it. It's cool. I'ma wrangle her neck though. Okay, I'ma reach for them eyebrows. I'ma reach for them eyeballs, is what I'm gonna do. Okay, Crestline ass got on my nerve. Um, Maurice Pooh got on my nerve. Like it was. I think the only person in this shit that's safe is Jay. Is he? Jalen safe. Will finance is always safe. See, I'm fine with Ken being around so as long as we can see Will. I would love to see more Will. Like Will, you got somebody because you always show up dolo. Will, is you single? Mm, I would love to know more about Will. Can we add Will as a friend? I don't necessarily feel like we got no friends of. I feel like we need at least one. Can Will be one? Come on, I need 8 more likes. I need 100 likes before the 10-minute mark. It can happen. We're 7 minutes and 30 seconds in. Quit playing. Y'all know this is how it's always is in the love and marriage, doing love and marriage, honey. Get my 100 likes up for the 10-minute mark. Quit playing. Okay, Jay Breeze, you heard what I said. Will, is you single? I feel like you single because you always like you showed up to the party by yourself. It didn't say Will and Shabambu, Will's wife. You know what I'm saying? Or Bone Quisha, Will's fiance. You know what I'm saying? It ain't say none of that. So, I'm just asking. I want to know. I mean, since we seeing them, I feel like that's a legitimate question. I don't know, Will. You give single. Okay, you was giving what Bravo ass was giving around Dead 11 Marriage Detroit first season. All right. And then Lakita came out of nowhere and everybody got shocked and confused and pissed. Quiet as a cat. Mm. We 9 minutes in, y'all. Like it started at the 10-minute mark. Girl, did y'all see all No Truths Just Last with No Faces video today? Y'all that sent that to me, child. Girl, I was over here. Girl, I rolled my ass so hard they almost got cockeyed like Mammy Merlene. Child, y'all can believe the bull swanky if y'all want to, girl, but just know y'all heard it here first. That whole line. Okay? That whole line. Period. That's all I got. All right, because y'all keep sending me stuff because y'all want me to keep going in let half. Won't no need to go in let half on that child. She won't saying nothing but the same rubbish, girl. Send me something else when it's something new. Then I go in and let half. 10. All right, y'all. Y'all know this other show, season 10, even though it's supposed to be like 6 at this point, episode 4. What is it? Cowboys and DNA. Father God, please help me get through this review without really going in and have on anybody because I'm trying to give everybody a clean slate, including Trisha and Kent. They pushing. So, Father God, please just help me be able to get through what I need to get through so that we can just be done. Um, Appreciate it being 200 in the chat. So Maurice Pooh gets offended that Marceau called him the golden child. And then Marceau tells him that he came in treating him as a stepchild, and that shit don't work. And I wrote down Maurice Pooh refuses to accept logic and reason, even from his brother, because Maurice Pooh, yeah, you was getting on my nerves, constantly trying to still listen. Maybe Maurice Pooh heard him out. I don't necessarily believe so. I don't. Like I just feel like don't nobody change their spots that quick, and don't nobody just up and make that change for a particular person that quick. I just don't. And it's no shade to Maurice Pooh because I like him. I ain't got no problems with Maurice Pooh, but Maurice Pooh, that is a character flaw that you have, and you've had that since the show began. That's why people started saying they don't want to hear no more I Have a Dream speeches from you. I became one of those people. I said that to you last season. I don't want to hear no more speeches coming from you. I don't, because at some point it just gets it's just it ain't cute. It ain't cute, and we ain't going. My soul tells them of all people that they might need outside help. There's no outside help that needs to be had. Jalen is grown and rusty at this point. Jalen is overgrown and rusty at this point, living by his goddamn self. He living on his own. There's nothing that needs to be said and had. I feel like at this point, the relationship should just stay the same. He see him as a homeboy, but he fucking my mom. Well, they're married. But Marceau is like that dad that I obviously don't have. No shade, because where mine at? Now mine is past, but you know, you get my drift. So there's no shade in that, but it's the truth. He ain't around. This is the person and listen. There ain't nothing wrong with that, Maurice Pooh. It is what it is. Just continue to be what you is. Continue to be what you doing. Hey, Sharice, how you doing, Pooh? Because I don't know what the hell Catherine got going on. Hey, baby, how you doing? Keep your hands off the mouse, Catherine. Anyhow, um, that's just how I feel. Just let it stay where it is. Ain't no sense in trying to change it. Ain't no sense in trying to make it better. Ain't no sense in trying to be a dad now when he's overgrown and rusty, limb on his own. He don't need you no more. Just let it be what it is, Maurice Pooh. I would accept that better from you because I just don't feel like you've learned the thing. That's my opinion. I ain't got no problem with you. I don't dislike you. I ain't doing it. And I ain't even reading you. I'm just being honest with the situation. And Kimmy, you annoyed me too. Kimmy, you annoyed me too because this is another time where you're getting up here saying you knew some shit was happening, but you didn't want to say shit. Why not, Kimmy? Kimmy, you vocal with everything else. You finna throw nail ass in the pool, and I ain't mad with you for doing it. I ain't mad with you for doing it. I hope you toss that hoe in the deep end. All right. Don't think I'm chastising you for it. But my thing is, you can handle up on that. But where's all of this when it comes down to your child? And when it comes down to the nigga that you was finna marry, but you knew your kid, and you again, Kimmy, you know, Kimmy, you is my favorite. You know this. I don't have to tell you this. You are my absolute favorite. You still are. But just because you my favorite don't mean I'm just gonna let shit roll off my. I don't let it roll off my back with nobody else. Why would I let it roll off my back? That's how I feel, Kimmy. Like you got up here again, re-admitting and reinforcing that you been do shit. Like I love you, Kimmy. Okay, you my girl, honey. You my girl, honey. You my girl and all that. You my girl in a bag of pearls. That ain't changing. But yeah, I had to pop you on the side that's brown. I did. I had to pop you on the side that's brown because I don't know what you got going on. Ain't no man worth all that ever. I don't care what he got. So Ken and Trisha going to take her birthday photo shoots. Trisha, Trisha, you're the talent. It is your day. I don't get. Listen, what that gives me, Trisha, and you can say what you want. I don't bit more believe that you wanted Ken in all of your pictures. I think he muscled his way into your pictures, just like he muscled his way into your DMs, just like he muscled his way down to the marriage, and you helped him do it. All right. You helped him do it. But Ken, let me tell you something. You and all this fuck shit you got going on, keep bringing it up the divorce. Ken, they still have kids. There is no he's out of your life forever. No, he's not. They still have kids. They still have a minor child. Y'all are still going to have to deal with one another. Not only just because of the kids, but also because of the fact she's never going to divorce that man. You keep making yourself look stupid and sounding stupider episode after episode after episode, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. It's like you begging to have somebody else's family. Nigga. And Trisha ain't all that. Like, Trisha is not worth all this, Ken. Trisha is not worth all this. Like, you could really go out there and really find you somebody that's single, no kids, and both of y'all can start fresh like that. You can get to know her, she can get to know you, y'all can vibe, y'all can grow together, y'all can move in together, you can marry her, have children with her, start your family like that. Like, Trisha's the problem. Trisha is the problem. Listen, because I was putting it off on Ken. Ken, I apologize, my boy. Trisha's the problem. Trisha is the problem, child. She is the problem. She is the catalyst. She is the person that could stop all this shit. She could start by putting Ken up out of his misery because she's never going to divorce that nigga. Her divorcing him means this little game y'all playing, not Subway, shout out to him, but no Subway. This little game she playing, y'all, telling you, Trisha is the problem because Trisha could end all of this shit. Trisha can step in and really be a freaking woman, Phil. Do you understand? Does Ken have faults? He absolutely does. But Trisha is the problem because Trisha likes this shit. She likes the fact that she got Miss Mammy's coming up out her body over Mr. Muscles. She likes that shit. It's given she's never had this before a day in her life. Yes, Ken has his issues because Ken wants to like fix something. He wants to still be around and deal with the bullshit. That's his fault. But at the end of the day, Trisha is the damn problem. That's your opinion, Phil. You free to have it. Trisha is the damn problem. And that's that on that on that. Okay? Period, pros. Ken is the cleanup woman, honey. But not really, though. Not really, though. See, he can't really be the cleanup woman until she actually divorces Miss Mammy's. That's never gonna happen. So he's still a sad dude. See, listen, if he was a real cleanup woman, she would have really signed those divorce papers before that nigga moved in. See, that's a cleanup woman. Them divorce papers would have been signed, sealed, delivered, and he's hers. Do you understand? Beforehand. They wouldn't even be going through this. See, that's a cleanup one. He's still the side chick right now. You said Ken want to be famous. Trisha and her underbite is definitely the problem. Yes, Trisha loves the attention, honey. She ain't never had it before. It's sad. It's sad when you define yourself by petty shit like that at damn near 40 because you're 38. And I'm 37. You 06, like I said. Trisha, leave me alone. You either 05 or 06. Trisha, leave me alone. Like I look, y'all too. I done veered off. Moving on, because that's all I got for that. Because he was still talking that stupid shit and I ain't had no time for it. Maurice Pooh inviting out my soul to come and sit down and talk with Jalen. This was a waste of scene. The only thing that I got from that was that Jalen accepted the job in Colorado. Now, one thing that Maurice Pooh did say that I agree with is not a pay cut, it is an investment. So now you're about to invest yourself and your talents and everything you've been taught to get, what you feel as though you're owed or think you're worth so far as pay, as far as your experience. I do agree with Maurice Pooh about that. But shout out to you, Jalen. Listen, do your thing. Turn Colorado out. Do you understand, Jalen? Work hard. But have fun while you there too. Work hard. But have fun while you there too. Get to know people. Go out sometimes. Mix and mingle. Stake your claim. You're there. You know what I'm saying? So you can start your own shit right there. I'm proud of you. Because like I said, Huntsville is very small. Like you can't think bigger and think outside the box. You do not have to be tied down to Huntsville. I'm for it. Jalen will be all right. It's expensive, but he'll be all right. But that's all I got for that scene. Y'all know Neplicon ass. Um, down to down to the daycare that she stole from her deceased mama. She down there to that building, acting like she doing shit. In my opinion, she was rummaging through some goddamn papers. And I believe it was Kayla that allowed Trisha to enter the domicile. Um, so she wants to have a conversation with Trisha about the lack of transparency of Letitia and Kimmy. And Trisha feels like maybe she's not really talking about the interview because it's a touchy situation. And then Nell says that there are touchy situations that she was dealing with, but she shared. Like the fuck what, Nell? Now, what have you gotten up here and shared with us? Be clear, you didn't even want to get up here and talk about the interview last season. When Mello brought it up and admitted that she saw it, and when my soul brought it up, and when Maurice brought it up, see, everybody brought that up, but you didn't want to talk about that shit. You don't want to talk about how you was a slore in the 80s. You don't want to talk about your cheat tasting that you had going on with a married man. You don't want to talk about none of it. You don't want to talk about how you stole happy smiles from your deceased mammy. Again, I say that's why she ain't fuck with your ass until her dad. That lady died hating you for stealing some shit that belonged to her. You don't want to get up here and talk about that. People have to hear that shit from Juanita and them. So what have you gotten up here and showed and talked about with your life? Nell, what? We missed it if you did. I missed it if you did. I ain't even finna put y'all in it. Because maybe y'all heard. I missed it. Because everything I heard about you in your life came from your stepdaughter and from Juanita Bumper Curl. It didn't come from you. You didn't want people to talk about your shit. But you want to get up here and want to try to drag out to see you trying to ride a wave, but the wave is dead. The wave is dead. You don't even want to get up here and talk about how them little hoes down at Alabama A&M also talked about how Chris, right along with Leash Suit, was trying to fuck them. See, you don't want to talk about that because, see, that also was some tea that I heard down at Juanita Bumpy Curl. So you also don't want to get up here and talk about that. And they've been saying that about that man even before Lexi's interview. Now quit playing with me. Now quit playing with me because see, you the reason why don't nobody want to give nobody no credit or no shine right there is your short ass. Now quit playing with me. Quit playing with me, Nell. Fuck Tisha. Quit playing with me. I know your tea. I know your dirt. I know your secrets buried below. Before she really pissed me off, child. Child, so Leisure Suit decides that he wants to have breakfast with cockeyed ass Mammy Merlene. And this whole thing, listen, I felt like I needed a shower after I listened to this bullshit because it was just so trifling and so dirty and so stinking and so full of just lies, libel, listen. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. Leisure Sue, why is you calling that boy Maverick? See, that's why that little boy confused as to what his name is. He don't know whether he's Knox, Maverick, Miles Morales, Jason, Jason Voorhees, Michael Myers, Chucky. He don't know what he is these days. Talk about some goddamn Maverick. That's not that little nigga name. Call that child by his damn name. If you go get up here and do this thing, do the thing right. That's not the name that's on his birth certificate. His birth certificate says not. Say his name. First of all, pros, I ain't saying nothing about that little boy. I ain't saying nothing about that little boy. I'm telling the damn truth. That ain't that boy middle name. Y'all about to have Lil Miles. Lil Miles. Y'all about to have, is it Miles? No, his name is not Miles. See, y'all confusing me. Y'all that confuse me about what the damn boy name is. Anyway, moving on, because Pro's finna come out her body for nothing. He run around here talking about he finna marry her. And listen, Mammy Merlene, shut Mammy Merlene, shut your chewing tobacco breath ass up. All right. Bringing up Mellow and bringing up the past. We don't care about the past no more. The past is dead. The past is dead. We no longer wish to care about how you felt, but we know how you felt about her. You didn't feel as though she was woman enough for your cheating, philandering ass son that fell out your ass. But what could we expect? Look at his mammy. And we all remember what the daddy looked like. And them teethuses. Just to think that you once in your life laid down and procreated with a man whose mouth moving on. Because I told you I ain't had nothing for Marlene ass. Moving on. He says he never looked at his whore as to what she is and said that he was the one that made the decision and blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm glad that you finally admitted that. I'm glad that you finally getting up here admitting that you're responsible for what the hell happened. That you ran out there and did exactly what everybody said you did and everything that your whore bag said you did. I'm glad that you finally got up here and admitted that all of that shit was true, that you was a cheating ass nigga. You never loved that damn woman. It was all for show, kicks and stunts and shows, and yada yada. I'm glad that you finally admitted that. Thank you. I'd at least give you that. And then Mammy Jigaboo gonna get up here. Yeah, I said it. Gonna get up here and bring up Marceau in that tad ass interview, and you want to sit over here and ride the wave with your fuck ass son. Like I said, I can't wait. See, because we all know Mama Scott not gonna say nothing. She too demure. All right, she not finna come out here and say something. But you better believe Miss Wanda gonna come out and stand in defense of her son-in-law. You mark my word. And I cannot wait for Miss Wanda to wrap her hands around you. That's gonna be the funniest shit on earth. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. I cannot wait for Miss Wanda to click her button and wrap her damn hands around you. Because that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen. Oh, bitch. Moving on. So we get down to Trisha's birthday party, child. Girl. The ladies feel like it's more about Ken than it is her. Listen, Trisha tried to make it seem as if she wanted it like that. Maybe she did, but my gut feeling is telling me something different. My gut feeling is telling me he muscled his way into this lady's shit, and she just went on ahead and allowed him to do it, just like she allows him to do every damn thing else. That's honestly how I feel, because why would he want to be in your? We know y'all are together. We don't need, like, it was so corny. It's your day. I would have loved to have seen you in the pictures, you having fun, you doing this and you doing that, and all the rest of that. Like, he's in every damn aspect of your life, Trisha, every aspect of your life. You can't even have a birthday pic by yourself. Like, ugh. The Scott's brothers say that they ready to have this conversation with that snake in the grass, that snake in the suit ass Chris, should I say, and his damn messiness, because Chris is messy. Chris is the Peter Thomas of Love and Marriage Huntsville. That bitch messy. Chris is a messy ass stunt queen. As if we don't have him on 4K saying exactly what the people said he said. Messy stunt queen. Anyway, Tisha asked Trisha, is she ready to get married? And then the men basically sit and had the same conversation. And then Ken talking about something. They're the last people that he needs to be getting advice from. Be clear. So it's the snake in the suit ass Chris. He's also in the category that you're trying to peg the Scott brothers in. But here's my thing. Why do you feel like that? Because if they was on your side, Ken, you wouldn't feel that way. No, you feel away because they're on the same damn side as Chris and Will. That's why you feel away, Ken, because they didn't tell you nothing wrong. In the eyes of society, that is the way it looks. What have we been saying about you since you got up here? What a weirdo you're being, trying to be this and trying to be the savior to Trish, and oh, those are my kids. Those are my kids. Bitch, what? Who? Huh? So no, don't do that. You're also trying to ride a wave. Bitch, we ain't going. We ain't going, Ken. We're not going. Because, like I said, if they was on your side, riding with you and what you did, you wouldn't feel a way about them. But they echo the same sentiments as Chris and Will. Now they're not the people to take advice from. Well, child boo. Moving on. So now tells the Scott ladies that she don't think that they was being transparent because she asked them about the interview. And I appreciate, listen, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about Tisha, but I gotta be and Kimmy, but I gotta agree with them in their sentiments. People are so pissed that they're not broken out and broken down and walking around mad and ashamed, angry and depressed because they want to believe some rumors versus believing their husband. And my whole thing about it is, even if they did believe that, if they're just going to stay with them anyway, what's the purpose of them being upset about it? That's the real thing. What is the purpose of them getting up here acting mad and upset if they're willing to accept it and move on? If there's any truth to it. If you Because we say it all the time. If you're going to stay, why the fuck are you mad? So let's just say, for the sake of argument, that it was true to it. If they're going to stay, why are they going to get up here and bash their husband? That's my thing. If they're gonna stay, and if there's any truth to that, and they decided to stick around, why would they get up here and bash their husband? Now, I would love for the people who do that fuck shit, I would love for them to get under the comments and riddle me that part. If there's any truth to it, and they decided that they was gonna stay, what do they look like getting up here being mad, depressed, sad, crying? Why? Because Mellow Mellow did it? That was Mellow Mellow's choice to do it. And she also stayed. And with everything else that came with that, but we're not gonna get into it because that's my girl. But we are gonna be fair across the board. All right. And I also agree, Nail, you stayed. Nail, you was also a harlot. So I don't understand why you feel the way you feel about Leash Sue's whore. Y'all are both the same. If you want to be honest, y'all are both the same. Y'all shit mirror each other. And the gag is, if he really does decide to marry her, shit, bitch. At least you got somebody up there who is just like you. That will be the real gag. Y'all stories echo one another. You was fuck around with a married man, laid up with a married man. You knew the man was married. Even when the wife found out and you claimed you was gonna leave him alone, you still writing 4-page love letters and Professor Love and this, that thing, and the other. Like, y'all shit mirror one another. If he really does go out here and decide to marry her, that's the gag. Because I veered off. Okay, I had to go in and let have on Nail because I brought up Mellow Mellow. And because I brought up Mellow Mellow, and the truth, the people would have got pissed and mad and upset. So I had to wrangle Nail's neck again to make the millimeters feel better about themselves. Because y'all know what's gonna happen. Y'all know what's gonna happen. All right. But that's just how I feel. All of this shit about, oh, it happened and da-da-da-da-da. Like, I don't know what y'all want from this one. Y'all want her to be mad, bitter, and angry because Mel was. That was Mel's choice. That was Mel's decision. And that was Mel's story. That was her cross to bear. That was the walk she chose. And yes, we all woo-woo-wooed and all that stuff. They don't have to go down that route if they don't want to, especially if they decide to stay. So then Trisha called herself trying to chime in, and I agree with Tisha. Girl, if you don't go play tiddlywink somewhere, y'all know Hershey gonna get up under the comments and I can't wait for Hershey. Listen, Hershey is finna get up under my comments with this long drawn out ass crap of the version of what happened with Mellow Mellow and Bartell and all of that foolishness. Y'all watch. I know my girl. She's a mod. That's my girl. I let her to pieces. She a mod. That's why I'm pulling her pigtail right now. Because I know that's what she gonna do. She about to write this whole long drawn out ass. She gonna do it. Ebony gonna do it. Who else gonna do it, child? It's a lot of. We all watch the comments. See if I'm lying. Watch. Anyway. Anyway, I'll move on. So the men sat around there talking chit chat, lollygagging or whatever. And Marcel brings up the NDA rumor to Chris, and Chris is still sitting up here lying about it as if we didn't see what the hell we saw. He another millimeter. He do what the millimeters do. He got a whole nother version of what happened versus what we saw. Mellow did not bring up anything. You were the one because she put it on you, is what Mellow did. Mello said the truth, and she brought the truth up to you. And then you turned around and said, "Oh no, that wasn't me. That's more of a Marceau or a Maurice type thing. You know that's what they do. That is what happened. Mello came there to confront you. You were the one who turned around and put that shit on the Scott brothers. Is that not what happened? Is that not what happened? If I told a lie, please tell me I told a lie. I asked y'all a question. Is that not what happened? He said it. F Chris a damn snake. That's exactly what happened. Oh, okay. Two people. I saw. Listen, with two or more gathered. All right. So I'm fine with that. It was two or more that gathered. I'm cool with that. That is what happened, Chris. Nobody lied on you. Nobody told the lie on you. That is what you said. She brought that up to you to wring your neck, your messy ass neck, and then you decided to deflect and put it off on them. And then now that shit got you in hot water with the damn Scott brothers. And I'm not mad at. So then Tisha suggested that since Chris was here, they wanted to have a listen, and that's the end. And this Tisha, Tisha, come here. Tisha, you remember when Stormy called Marceau a bitch and how I had to on the side that's brown because it's like I said, had Marceau turned around and called her a bitch, we was, excuse me, it would still be a topic of conversation now. So, Tisha, you were dead ass wrong, prancing your ass up in Chris's face with the hand gestures and all of the rest of this shit, trying to make him answer some shit. Like Tisha, and you know I love you to pieces, but I don't get down with that shit, Tisha. And had Nell really decided to use one of them chicken wing arms of hers to give you a stiff uppercut, I wouldn't even be mad with her for doing it. Because who the fuck is you walking up on? Who the fuck is you walking up on? I told you you can go and ask him whatever you wanted to ask him, but the whole walking up and the whole hand and all that shit, like I said, if she decided to use them chicken wing arms to give you a stiff one up under your chin, I wouldn't have nothing to say to her because you wrong as fuck. Y'all women are gonna get enough of walking up on these damn men because y'all drunk. I didn't like that shit at all, Tisha. I ain't appreciate that shit, period. Especially because you didn't like when your husband got called the bitch by a woman. And like I said, like if Chris walked up on you the way you walked up on him, we will be talking about that for the next 2 seasons. So y'all need to get that shit together. Like I ain't appreciate that at all, Tisha. You could have asked him the question without being in his face, walking up on him, all of the hand gestures. Like I wasn't even mad at the way he handled you when he said he don't report to you. He's right. He doesn't. And I also wasn't mad at Marceau for getting you together about that. And normally I would be the main one sitting up here getting at Marceau for not having her back. I felt as though he had your back in the best way possible because he told you right. He's a husband, he's not your husband. You don't need to be walking up on him like that. I appreciate Marceau for pulling her to the side and letting her know, no, don't do that. Like we talked about that already. It's over. Like it made you look like the fool, Tisha. It made you look like the fool, and it did give some validity to what Nell say about you having liquid courage. I don't want to be on her side. But I'm sorry. I wasn't mad at the way she handled it. I wasn't mad at what Chris gave back to you. And I wasn't mad at Marceau for correcting that shit. I wasn't mad at that. I feel like more men need to do that. I feel like more men who are husbands who have wives that do that, I feel like more of them need to do that. More of them need to be like, hey, what are you doing? Sit down. So, like, that's why y'all are married. Y'all are a unit. Y'all are one. That's what y'all are supposed to do. Y'all supposed to correct each other. Like because I ain't like that, Tisha. Tisha, everything you did went out the window when you did that shit because that was just out of place. It was out of pocket, and it didn't even need to go that far. You shouldn't even say that to him. You just should have kept it with Nell. To be honest, you just should have kept it with Nell. Your husband and his brother was already on that. You just should have stayed with Nell. That's my opinion. That's why I said you got on my nerve. Now that's all I got for you, Tisha. I ain't gonna give you too much, but that whole walking up in his face and all this, nah, Tisha, that wasn't a good look. That wasn't a good look. I ain't like that shit. That's how things escalate and use a woman to a man. What is he supposed to do in that moment? Now, Chris, I'm gonna get your ass together because you want to be in your confessional talk about something where it took him a little while to do it. You can't even get nobody. You can't even get the Neplicon together for your daughter. You scared to get your wife together for your daughter. What the hell is you talking about? At least Marcel saw it for what it was, and he corrected that shit right then and there. You scared to say shit to your damn wife about your daughter, your first one, the one that made you a dad. What are you talking about? Chris ain't never had no balls. Damn sure, especially when it comes to Leisure Suit. He allows Leisure Suit to disrespect the hell out of the Neplicon. She got to speak up for her damn self. Like, ugh. Anyway, y'all, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. These people ain't finna wrangle my damn nerve. Is that so? Because that's really all that happened with that. Miss Wanda, I don't want no smoke. Miss Wanda, I know you got. I don't want no smoke, Miss Wanda, but that's how I see it. Tisha was wrong as hell for walking up on that damn man. And you bet not say nothing to Marceau about how he handled it. No, Miss Wanda, he handled it in the correct way. Your daughter has no business walking up on no man. Well, all of this and all of that, no, ma'am. Especially in today's climate. Yeah, happy birthday to you, Miss Wanda. Period. But I said what I said. Ciao. Anyway, y'all, that's it. That's I ain't got no more to give y'all. I don't know when Scotty gonna go live. I think he's still down to Nolan's. Y'all know they doing the red dress walk and all that stuff. So I don't know when he gonna do it. Maybe he'll do it on Monday or something like that. So you ain't gotta look forward to him coming tonight. But maybe Tammy done put hers out already. So be on the lookout for Tammy Talks. Y'all know Anthony reviewing it. Marcella's reviewing it. Who else reviewing it? I believe Prosperity Thick Girl is reviewing it. It's still a lot of creators that's reviewing the show, so y'all be on the lookout for them. But that's pretty much it. That's all. I ain't got no more. I ain't gonna be here all night and stretch this out because that's all I got, y'all. They finna give me a headache. Y'all know when these people finna give me a headache, it's time for me to get off. But be on the lookout for Heart of Houston. Heart in Houston. Maybe tomorrow because last weekend it was on demand on Sunday. Maybe it'll be the same way tomorrow. So if it is the same way tomorrow, be on the lookout for that. I'm gonna get that done tomorrow because I do like that show, and so I am gonna keep up with it. And yeah, that's it. That's all. I ain't got no more. So until tomorrow, hopefully, I'll holler at y'all then. Back.